Ladies, how you going? I want to talk in this video about getting to the honeymoon phase of your fitness journey. This is what is, I guess, missed in most online trainers when they talk about your goals. And this video is more of a preemptive measure to tell you what you're going, the challenges, your biggest challenges in your journey that are going to come up in the future. They're not going to come up today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe you're going through them right now. But the idea is that, okay, this challenge isn't meant to last forever. This way of eating isn't supposed to last forever. And once you hit a certain threshold of your body transformation and fitness journey, that's when the struggle to lose weight, the stress of eating a certain way, and the stress of not being able to fully indulge in like a night out with their friends and family, or not having to worry about calories so much when it's like a Christmas period of time or anything, or if it's your birthday and you're worried about eating cake because you're 2 months into a weight loss challenge and you're obsessed with the scales and you're getting you're building up a poor relationship with food, and that is not what we want in this journey. This journey is about building up the habits of eating a certain way, but there's a very important component of that which a lot of people don't get told about. And unless you're in the honeymoon phase of that journey, unless you reach it, once you start your weight loss journey, unless you reach this honeymoon phase, you're in like this perpetual yo-yo loop of weight loss, weight gain, hitting the gym, not working out correctly or consistently for 3 to 5 months, getting back on the horse, full flight, having life get in the way. And then 5 years later, like you're back where you started, if not like you've maybe put on a little bit more weight. So this video, it's almost a preemptive video for people who have just started the weight loss journey and the one-on-one coaching, as well as those who have maybe stopped one-on-one coaching, what you're going through, how to reset, and how to build up that first few weeks of momentum again, and not have this weight loss journey seem like this big daunting task on like a subconscious emotional level, so we can get you feeling happier and healthier again. And first and foremost, I love to just remind you, like this weight loss journey, this booty building challenge, on one hand, it's freaking amazing to look and feel amazing and confident in your body and in your beauty. But the biggest emotional triggers that I always come across when it comes to motivation in sticking with a weight loss journey and body transformation is it's always the strongest drives are always those we love and care about, or those who we want to love and care about. So I'm talking about kids or future family, partners or future partners, having the admiration and of like parents and friends and family members of how healthy and how much you've changed and how much you've accomplished your goals. Like those are some of the biggest turning points of when we flip that motivation. So when it comes to you wanting to work out and smash this body transformation goal, it's no longer about you, I want to eat healthier, I need to eat healthier, I just need to get back on the horse, or I'll start on Monday, or then I'll hit the gym and I just want to lose 5 kilos, I just want to lose 10 kilos. It's a weak goal, because you can always start your journey to lose 5 kilos or 10 kilos the week after or the month after. Like it's not an urgent, it's not a need, it's a want. And we don't get what we want in life, we get what we have to have. Now, let me flip up that goal from I just want to lose 5-10 kilos to I don't want my kids or future kids to have the same eating habits and relationships with food or negative self-talk that I've experienced my whole life that I'm experiencing right now, they're learning their most formidable years at 0 to 7 years old. They're learning from me based on what they see, my behavior, not my intentions, not my thoughts. The way I behave and act is the way that they're going to imprint their own behaviors, their own actions in the future. Therefore, you can't wait another year, you can't wait another month to start losing 5-10 kilos, because you want to influence and have your family or your friends or those that you love the most, or you want to attract a partner who's attracted to the behavioral traits that come as a result of completing a body transformation journey, not the other way around. So like there's so many, and that's it. Like you'll learn soon enough. Your partner or your friends and family, or those you care about most, or those who you'll attract into your life as a result of completing this body transformation journey, you'll influence their body transformation journeys. You'll influence their friends and family and social circle. Like you have so much more influence and persuasion, because no one ever sticks to a body transformation goal unless they get to essentially the honeymoon phase. And that's what I want to bring up in this video. I'll try and keep this video in under 10 minutes. So we're at the 6-minute mark. Let's rush through it. Not rush through it, but let's get the video underway. So again, this journey isn't about weight loss. It's about living a lifestyle where if you have a weekend off of just having quite a bit of alcohol and drinking and celebrating and not caring about ordering 1 or 2 pizzas, like we want to get to that stage where you've lost so much weight, you've developed so much good habits, you've built up so much body muscle. Because that's the thing, like it's one thing to lose all this weight, but if we're not building muscle at the same time, and you've got a high body fat percentage at the end of your weight loss journey, you'll have a healthy BMI, but an unhealthy body fat percentage. So we need to get in the gym, not to lose weight, that's a bonus, but for all the powerful goals and reasons why you want to lose weight. And the consequences if you don't lose weight and how that affects other people in your life. So what I want to bring up, let me bring it up without further ado. I'm going to resort to trusty paint in this video as well. So this is the typical journey that we kind of assume life is going to be like. So in this chart on the left-hand side, like the x-axis, let's just go vertical axis. How much, like your body weight progress. The green line is the honeymoon phase. So let's go from 0 to red. That's how you're gonna get the most dramatic results possible in your weight loss journey in the first 3 to 6 months of your weight loss journey or weight gain journey. Watching this. This is because you're starting at a deficit in terms of health and fitness. Your body has this dramatic and remarkable body transformation. You'll typically gain the most amount of muscle in the first 1 to 2 years, but especially in the first 3 to 6 months, especially in this one-on-one coaching, this is this red phase right here. You'll have the most impactful response from training and dieting in this month. Then results stop coming as quickly as you might like. Between red and yellow, you're not losing 1 kilo a week anymore. You're not, and that's it. Some people's weight loss journeys actually start in between this red and yellow phase. So you're expecting to lose 10, 15 kilos within a 3-month period, but maybe you're only losing 500 grams a month, and that's just in body fat percentage. Maybe that's not even being expressed on the scale. Maybe it's being expressed in your body tape measurements. You're losing inches around your waist and your progress pictures are looking amazing, but you're building muscle at the same time and the scale's not going down, and we're so brainwashed and conditioned to look at the scales rather than look at the progress. So this between this red and yellow phase, it's one of the hardest periods of a weight loss journey because you've come so far, but according to the scales, you're not moving as fast as you were anymore, as you were when you started. And you kind of look and see like, oh, I've got so much more to get to that honeymoon phase of the green line. So once we get to the yellow, between yellow and green, yellow is essentially you've got through that hard part of saying, oh my God, I'm not seeing results so much. Between red and yellow is the most volatile space, because you've had such rapid results in the past, but you're just not getting the results that you want and need, and you feel like you're in this hamster wheel of weight loss when you definitely aren't, especially if you're on one-on-one coaching and I can talk you through and change your calories or change your workouts, or I guess this is between this red and yellow phase, it's so vital that you have accountability and support. Otherwise, you're just going to resort back to yo-yoing. Between yellow and green, this is the phase where I'd say that you can almost do it on your own. You've got the habits in place. You know your body and your routine so well that I didn't gain 500 grams on the scale that like it says. I'm actually just holding on to water weight because I had a very salty dinner last night, or I didn't get much sleep, or I'm a little bit stressed, or it's that time of the month, and I'm just holding on to a bit more water retention. You're enjoying going to the gym. You're enjoying pushing yourself in the gym. And we're getting close to this honeymoon phase. And the honeymoon phase is where you've lost all of the body weight that you wanted to lose. And now it's about building up. You're mainly focused on personal best training. You're focused on body fat percentage and refining your diet and refining your workouts. And like maybe you're switching from eating a whole bag of popcorn at night to eating a quarter bag because that's what makes you full and satisfied, and you don't need to quench your craving so much. And having a big meal out with friends and getting onto the beers and having a weekend off and celebrating, going traveling like that, like having 3 or 4 days of that doesn't set you back 4 months of that's an exaggeration, 4 to 6 weeks of progress, like it would have if you're in between like this red and yellow phase. That might set you back 4 to 6 weeks of progress, like in terms of motivation, because you're holding on to a lot more weight and water, and you think you've failed, and it's just this negative cycle of poor mindset when you have like these setbacks between like the yellow and red phase. But if you have these quote unquote setbacks after you've hit this green phase, all it takes is like literally like 1 week of being in a calorie deficit and working a little bit harder in the gym, and your body is back to like your dream body physique. You're just trying to refine your shape and your weights and your lifestyle, and you're just loving life once you get to this green phase. Getting you to this green honeymoon phase is the goal, because you're no longer obsessed with weight loss. You're no longer obsessed with diet and calories and everything. You become much more of an intuitive eater. You don't need to track your calories anymore, because you can do the math inside of your head. Oh, I've had an apple protein bar. That meal is probably about 800 calories, and maybe I'm probably only sitting at 100 grams of protein for the day. I'll just have a protein shake before bed. And I want to have a protein shake before bed because I love my diet, I love my body, blah, 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 blah. This is what we're aiming for in the program. What are we up to? 13 minutes. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I jumped the gun. So this is like the easiest phase is usually the very start of the journey. So this is where I kind of move the colors around in this chart. I kind of just jumped the gun before then. So the fastest, this is where you'll see the most results, that first period, and you'll enjoy the journey the most because you're seeing such results. Then between this green and red phase here, like this is the hardest part of the journey, just to get to the honeymoon phase. Okay. Body weight. Oh yeah, this is where I've kind of jumped the gun on this presentation. So here we go. Goals are accomplished. You have this high level of self-love and body and life. Like you love your body, you love your life, you love yourself. You're optimizing your habits via your own personal trial and errors. Beautiful. But what I want to really stress with you is this chart here is usually the reality of the situation. This chart here. So the above charts that I've shown you, let me scroll up. This chart here, it just shows you an example of like results versus how easy it is to find to love life, maintain your body, find balance, build great habits, and have great momentum. Like this chart, it's very much a visual representation of what I'm talking about. And this chart here is the reality. Time. The time it takes to accomplish this. As I mentioned, like in the first 3 to 6 months, it's such an awesome phase to be in because you're having this tremendous body and weight progress. And then depending on your starting point, and this is where I need to take the chart down. Some people will start, how do I put this? Unfortunately, many of you are starting from a point of being at an obese or borderline overweight to obese starting point in your weight loss journey. And the harsh reality is that these shock weight loss diets where you're losing over a kilo or 10 kilos within 2 to 3 months, and they're not sustainable, and you yo-yo and you get this fad diet return and you gain more weight than when you started. The health, we need to change the way you want to lose weight. We can't be gunning for wanting to lose 10 to 30 kilos within an extremely unhealthy period of time if your starting point is at a very overweight BMI or an obese BMI. Otherwise, you're just going to yo-yo and resort back to where you were in the past. What I need to bring home for you in this video is that it's going to take longer for you to reach that honeymoon phase than what is advertised and what we're conditioned to believe in modern weight loss I think it's a $200 billion industry that's been selling you on quick fixes for literally decades of your life, let alone your parents' life, who have been conditioning you and teaching you, and you've been learning about weight loss strategies and hacks for going on 20 to 30, even 40 years. We need to essentially wipe that way of thinking about weight loss. And I need to bring you back to reality and say, look, if you're above 30% body fat percentage and you're in the overweight or obese BMI range, this is your chart in terms of difficulty, in terms of losing weight. It's going to be really fun, really exciting to lose weight in this first 3 to 6 months. And then the reality of the situation is that it is probably going to take you months of like going up and down in progress to get to the stage where you're self-sufficient. So this gray star here, this is where you have extremely powerful goals and pains. You're enjoying your diet. You're not hating your workouts. Let me get this over. There's the absence of low self-worth and life-worth. So you actually have a great foundation of self-worth and life-worth. So you're less self-conscious. You have really amazing social support from your partners and your friends and family. You have a fitness group. You have an accountability coach who's gotten you essentially to this point. And that's it. I wanted to bring this point down this quote. The American Society of Training and Development found that people who have frequent accountability meetings are 95% likely to hit their goals. The thing is people are just setting these goals based on, I want to lose 10 kilos, rather than setting these goals on, I want to be an example for my kids because I don't want them to have the same weight loss and relationship with foods. I want to attract it and maintain and keep a partner based on my habits and my looks and how I feel about myself and have a high self-worth. That's what I need to start doing today, not on Monday, not tomorrow, not next week. That's what I need to start working on today. Beautiful. So that's what that gray chart is. I just need to reinforce with you that the hardest part of your journey, if you're coming from, if your starting point, let me get this starting point here. If you're starting with a lot of fat to lose and you've got a lot of muscle to gain. So if you're starting from a point where you've got a lot of muscle to gain, for men, it's above 20% body fat. For women, it's above 30% body fat. And you're probably in the, as I mentioned, that BMI range. That's the reality of your chart. The length of time, the most difficult part of your journey is going to come probably after that 3 to 6 month initial phase. And I just want to reiterate and just re-clarify that once you get to the honeymoon phase of your weight loss journey, it is so much worth, it is so worth that the battle, the mindset battle, the taking 2 steps forward, but then 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back between this phase where you're in this red phase after you've had that shock loss. This is the 2 steps or the 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 1 step. This is the phase. It's the most difficult phase to get through. But once we get you to this yellow, this self-sufficient, and then the honeymoon phase, and no matter how long that takes, it is so worth it. And I just need to reiterate, don't try to accelerate the phase after this 3 to 6 month first initial point of losing all this weight. Don't try to accelerate your weight loss journey, because then you'll start, the more you resort back to that thinking, how can I lose more weight faster than what I'm doing? How can I get more results faster than what I'm doing? I'm telling you, the body literally isn't designed to do that. The body is literally going to follow this pathway of getting this amount of body weight progress and results. And unfortunately, just because, your starting journey, your starting point was just start at such an unhealthy starting point in your weight loss journey. The reality is it's just going to take time. So I just have to make this video just to plead with you. Don't try to rush this phase. Try to enjoy this phase. Try to get your friends and family involved. So you have a social support network. You have a group of people supporting each other. If you are having cravings that you aren't able to crave, you aren't able to crush, ask me for help. If you're struggling with your workouts, if you're not enjoying workouts, if you're not motivated to work out, if you're not motivated to put on muscle, if you're not motivated to lose weight, hit me up. Go back to the modules. If you're not a one-on-one client currently, go back to the modules, do the My Motivations exercises, go back to your old meal plans, reset. I beg and plead with you not to try and rush this period where you're in this red phase. The more you try to force something, the more likely, instead of having 3 steps forward, 1 step back, it's going to be 5 steps forward, 12 steps back. So that's why I wanted to make this video. And for those of you doing the last stubborn body fat program, and you've reached the honeymoon phase. Once you've reached the honeymoon phase, this is kind of your journey here. So we start putting on even more muscle, but you have a very short period of this red cycle because you have a medium body fat percentage. So your body fat percentage is usually between 29 and 25%. We're starting to get a bit toner, trying to start to build up a bit more muscle. The problem here with you guys, those who are in the stubborn body fat program, you are actually more susceptible to having 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back. So your biggest challenge is consistency, because you actually look and feel amazing at your current weight, because you're not starting from this 30 kilo weight loss, overweight journey. You're starting from a 3 to 10 kilo weight loss journey. But there's so much temptation to go out and get drinks, go out and eat pizza, go out and go traveling, go out and just live life, because you look and feel amazing already. But maybe you've lost sight of having an even greater motivation in terms of body transformation yourself. Maybe, my goal is just to get toned and feel good and whatnot, but it's not a very strong goal. So I beg and plead you to go back to your original motivations, or maybe you need to refine them and start including, I want to have an amazing, healthy, vibrant family. I want to be healthy. I want to have great habits. I want to have the greatest body possible for my physique, for my period of time, for my age. I'm never going to be this young ever again. We need to start building up a really powerful motivation tool for you, some really powerful goals for you in terms of hitting the weights, hitting the journey, hitting certain goals. Let me get this up. Otherwise, you're just going to be perpetually going back and forth, back and forth. That's your yo-yo journey. Your yo-yo journey is going to be consistency, and that's where coaching comes in. But you're very close to the honeymoon stage, more than you're the envy of the people who are coming from the fat loss transformation group. I have been there. For those on the fat loss transformation journey, I've been there. I've tried to lose this weight for many years. I've gone through the ringer. I've picked up poor eating habits that I kept secret for a very long time. I was taking even laxatives at one point. I've tried fasting. I've tried no carbs, high carbs, low carbs, keto, intermittent fasting, every diet under the sun, shakes, pills, not performance enhancing pills, more like fat burners. Looking at weight loss surgeries, because I just couldn't tick it off. And I'm telling you, once I learnt this element of the weight loss journey, this is what will get you results in the end. So let me see what was at the bottom of this chart. And that's it. The more we focus on this period, so your current journey, let me bring this up. Your current journey is this. It's this red phase. So this is the hardest phase. If we are able to bring this yellow self-sustainable habit into this red phase as soon as possible, then your weight loss journey becomes less hard. That's what I wanted to get from this chart. For you to get your honeymoon journey and to enjoy the journey more, instead of focusing on getting rapid results as fast and as soon as possible and speeding up your weight loss journey as fast and soon as possible, let's focus on building up these goals so we don't have a rebound when one day I'm not there and you're not doing one-on-one coaching with me. Let's focus on getting even more powerful goals and more powerful pains into your conscious psyche, enjoying your diet even more. How can we get you to enjoy your workout plan more? How can we increase your self-worth so you start looking after yourself and your health even more? Can we get your partner involved in your family? How can we get your social group supporting you rather than being a challenge for you to overcome, a hurdle every friggin' single day? They want to go out to takeaway, they want to go away for the weekend, they want to go to the pub, but it's just interfering with you getting to the honeymoon phase. As soon as you get to the honeymoon phase, you can do all that. That's the thing. Once you get to the honeymoon phase, you can do all that guilt-free, And all it takes is like 3 or 4 days of like eating in a calorie deficit, and you're back to your starting point. That's what I want to get across. This journey, this weight loss journey, depending on your starting point, it's not meant to last forever. Once we get you to the honeymoon phase, it's the blissful phase, and I just can't wait for you to get there. So if you're thinking like this, there's this mountain that you have to climb, this Mount Everest that's ahead of you. On one hand, like I don't want to sugarcoat it. There is a Mount Everest for you if you are starting at a very high point of weight loss. But the more we focus on these elements, the less the mountain doesn't get shorter, but your tools to climb the mountain allow you to climb the mountain at a faster and more enjoyable capacity. And that's it. Enjoying life, enjoying this journey, enjoying connecting and reconnecting with your body, I guess yourself, your soul, increasing your self-worth, like building up progress in these areas of your life. It's why we want to lose weight, because we have this subconscious understanding like, okay, if I look and feel great, I'll have powerful goals, and I will have a high self-worth, and I will have an amazing social group, and I will like ideally have a diet that I love. If I can just lose weight first, then I'll get all those things. No, it's the other way around. We get all those things to help us get to the end goal. So that's what I wanted to leave you with. More of a thought video than anything. Try not to rush the journey. Take your time, and let's get you to enjoy the journey more. All right, enough from me. Thanks so much. Have a great day. So, actually, I'll put a screenshot of this video of the image onto the new model.